Hey guys! So in today's eye second makeup, I wanted to try a product for the first time for you. And I I was watching a couple of YouTubers on makeup, like I always do, and this one person actually suggested this for hooded eyes. Well, obviously, in case you haven't been able to tell by now, I do have hooded eyes, and it's kind of great. It's made by Wet n Wild, and I was checking it out online before I bought it to get a little bit of reviews, and it seems to be really nice. And it looked great on her, so I guess we'll have to wait and see how it's going to look on me. I haven't opened it yet because obviously I wanted to share the experience with you guys on this little thing that I got. Before I start showing it to you, as usual, I did buy this with my own money, and nobody is sponsoring me. I am wearing my BB cream foundation today that I had in the last video because I loved it so much, and it's really good at reducing that redness, which I absolutely love. So I did go ahead and put that on today with my powder because I like it so much. I don't have a primer on for this, so I am doing this without a primer so you can see how the colors look without a primer. If you don't wear one, if you want to see me with a primer on, give this video a thumbs up and I will remake it with the primer. So, without further ado, let me show you what I'm going to be using. So, she suggested this Wet n Wild, and it's called Silent Treatment number 335. And it even tells you on the package where they want you to put these specific colors. And it comes with its own brush, which is great. And you can see here, it's still sealed, just so that you know for sure I did not use it. The bottom color is for the eyelid, and the middle color, which is like a shimmery black, says it's for the crease. And then the top color, which is like a taupe type color, says it is for the brow line. Now, it also shows you on the back how you're supposed to use it and what the different, colors mean. If my camera will focus, then maybe you can read it a little better, which it refuses to work today. But it's pretty cool. So it kind of gives you like a step by step on how you're supposed to use the colors as well. So I'm going to pair this up. I haven't used this before, so it's kind of going to be a little bit extra of a first timer thing, but a while ago. So I've had this for a while, so I don't know if it's still going to work or not. We'll see. But I got this little package type deal, and I got mascara with liquid eyeliner pen and those shadow blasts that I have featured before. And this is the little eyeliner that I got. It's called Line Exact, and it's this felt type pen that I've never used because I've always been pretty afraid of liquid eyeliner until I started using the e.l.f. one that I got around the holidays and totally fell in love with it. So I'm finally decided to try this. So we'll see how this works. If it's not any good anymore, obviously I'm gonna have to check it. I wanted to make this look pop a little bit more, so I'm also going to put on my Maybelline Falsies Volume Express, which you've all seen my videos. I do use this quite a bit, so I do like that. As usual, I have my headband, I have my mirror in front of me, and I've got my handy dandy makeup wipes. So now that I've talked through the first like 5 minutes of this video, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to pull those back because I don't want my bangs in my face. And we're going to put the glasses back. And like last week, it's super dark out because, well, it's not super dark out, but it's pretty dark out because, let's put it this way, I've been procrastinating on filming these videos. So it's pretty dark out. So I do have my overhead light on again. So I apologize if You get a glare on my face. I'm going to try to minimize that as much as possible. So let's see how well this is going to work. So we're going to open this up. If I can get it open, I don't know. Technical difficulties. Give me a second. Let me get a pair of scissors because obviously this isn't going to open up easily for me. And if you've seen my eye socket makeup videos before, you do know that I film these without editing them. So if you want to fast forward through this part, go right ahead because apparently this thing wants to be a pain in my neck. And I got scissors and it still wants to be a pain. Okay. Technical difficulties resolved. So let's go ahead and get started. And now that I've opened this, so, oh, this is interesting. So it comes with two brushes. Let me hold those up so that they don't fall out. So it comes with the spongy brush that I guess was supposed to be used for the bottom two colors, and the fluffy angled brush, which I'm going to presume goes for the brow from what I've seen from the video with this person doing it. It doesn't say on the back, but we're going to go with that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do both sides at the same time so that we're not forgetting which side is what on this little spongy brush. I am going to use the spongy brush and the angled brush so that for those of you who don't have makeup brushes like I have kind of become obsessed with, you can go ahead and see how it looks with this stuff. Because I know a lot of makeup people do it with, obviously they do it where they pull their own brushes out because they don't like to use the brushes they get. But obviously, if you're like me and you don't really spend a lot of money, and I've just become kind of like obsessed with buying brushes, I'm not gonna lie, then, you know, you kind of use the sponginess. So you want to see what it looks like with the sponginess. Because most of the time, normal brushes do make things look better than the spongy brushes. So we will have to wait and see how this looks. Okay, so now that that is on my eyelid, like the little instructions say, and I can kind of see where it's falling over, but that's where our little wipes will come in handy because you can definitely see on this side where it's coming over. So we're going to take that one that says to put it in your crease, and we're going to flip our spongy brush over and put that on. So I'm just going to swipe that in my crease there. I'm pretty sure this would look better if you could like blend it, and I'm going to just flip that over and kind of attempt to blend it into that bottom color with this spongy brush. I have found a newfound love for blending, I'm not going to lie. Okay, and then we're just going to do the same thing on the other eye, of course. So I'm going to try to get it kind of into like the corner, the corner of my eye so that it doesn't get to be too bad. I don't understand. Somebody explain to me, why does the right eye always look better than the left? I don't know. I think it's because I'm right-handed. And it's a little bit harder to get towards that left side, to get my arm angled the way I need it to be for that left side. So the right side always looks better. So I'm going to just take my finger and kind of try to attempt to clean that up a little bit. Maybe the third color will clean that up a lot more now that I have product all over my fingers. So now we're going to take that little, I'm sorry, my allergies are acting up like crazy again. So now we're going to go ahead, take the little angled brush, and we're going to put that in the brow bone. Oh, brow bone. That's the name I was looking for, because it says it right here. We're just going to, I'm presuming you do it like this, where you sweep it up just like that. Sweep it up. And we're just going to do that with the other side. And I apologize. There's a delivery truck who decided that they wanted to deliver today. I guess they're doing it kind of late. Okay, so now that we have that done and I've covered up some of my blackness on this side, we're going to try to fix that a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to close that up because we're done with that. Sorry. So, I know, so not good. So here's how it looks before I've cleaned it up, and it kind of looks a little boxy from what I can see from down here. You can definitely tell the difference. I don't know, maybe I need to blend it in anyway, but this is all experimenting, just so you know. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this eyeliner felt pen, and I got to untwist it. Not what I normally do. I'm going to shake it up a little bit. Let's see if that helps it. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to apply that to my upper lid. I will say, I do like the precision of this to the brush that I have on my little liquid eyeliner from e.l.f. So, I don't know. Maybe I should try to look for some felt pen. So here's how that looks. I do find I get better precision, so I don't make such a thick line on the upper lash. I apologize for the truck again, if you can hear it. So I don't seem to get as thick of a line, which is pretty unusual for me because I do kind of like that thick line, and this gives me kind of a clear line. So we'll see if this kind of makes a difference on my mascara. I apologize for the camera shaking. I'm trying to shake this up to get some product out. It doesn't seem to be doing too bad though. So you can see the difference there. And let's go ahead and put this on the other eye. Don't ask me why, but I wanted to attempt that with my left hand and it was not working. It's pretty bad when you don't even know why you do what you just did. I do seem to be having issues with it on this eye, and I don't know if that's because the pen's old, but you can see there, I don't know how well you can see it on camera. You'll probably see it better in the pictures that I take later, but it just kind of, I don't know, it just would not work. So I don't have as great of a precision line on this side as I do on the other side. Maybe brushes are better. I'll probably end up seeing if I can't find like a pen type thing. It might not be CoverGirl, it might be, but I'm going to see if I can't try to find a pen type thing because this obviously has probably been sitting around for too long, so I probably will not be able to use this ever again. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our mascara and we're going to apply that. And like I said before, I love these falsy mascara because I'm not sure if it makes you really look like you have false lashes, because I have done a video putting on false lashes, but I do feel as if I do because I get the same feeling as I did when I put on those false lashes. Which, who knows, that might be something I try again in the future. False lashes, anybody? I have seen a video by the same person that I got this idea from, who found a way for you to get the false lash look without false lashes with two different kinds of mascara. So maybe if I can pick up, because you require like two different types of mascaras, so if I can pick up a type with a different type of brush, then I might try that for you guys for the first time, see how that works. So we're going to go ahead and We're just gonna apply this to the other side. I do still get a little weird about applying mascara. If any of you have seen these videos before, especially some of the ones where I'm trying new stuff with my eyes, I'm not really too keen on getting this close to my eyeballs, but I seem to do well with mascara. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it's because I can feel it. So, let's angle that down so you get no more bright light. So there's how it looks before I cleaned it up a little bit, because obviously like this, oh, if I'm pointing to this side, it doesn't look too bad, but this side you can definitely see the lining. And this is probably where putting on, we'll see how this works with having that BB cream on beforehand, because this is probably where you should probably wait to apply that foundation BB cream unless you're a professional or you know you're never going to mess up. Obviously, I always know I'm not going to be perfect the first time. So for me, it's obviously different than for people who have been doing this for years and years and years, because they're not going to mess up the first time like I typically do. I always do, typically. Who am I kidding? I always tend to mess up. If you watch my videos, you'll notice that I always seem to have some sort of issue. So I'm just going to kind of pat it so that I can try to keep that BB cream on without it being a problem. I'm pretty sure with liquid makeup, that's probably harder, so you should probably do your eyes first before you do the rest of your foundation if you're not used to it. And patting does not seem to be working very well on this side, so I'm going to have to sweep it up a little bit. Clean up underneath. I do see where the setting powder is coming up. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but I do see where the powder that I use to set my makeup is coming off a little bit. Like I said, I see it. I don't know if you can, but here's how it looks all cleaned up. I do have a thing where, let me try to fix my inner corner a little bit. I do have a thing where my hooded eyes tend to do the kind of natural blending for me. And I was told that, well, I wasn't told, but I heard that this is supposed to kind of make it so that if that happens, it's still not going to look god awful. So I'm really hoping that kind of helps out. And we should see that more once I take the pictures, because obviously the pictures are going to show you a little bit more of a close-up. And after that point, I've been wearing it for at least 20 minutes to half an hour. So anything that's going to mess it up is going to do it. So here's the final result after me doing all of my cleanup. It does look like my hooded eye has kind of matted it down on camera. So let's see how it looks with my glasses on. Yeah, I can definitely see where the hooded eye has kind of matted out that dark color, which isn't bad. And because of, I'm sorry again, because of where I wiped off my foundation powder a little bit, it's right under my glasses, so I don't see it as often as well, so maybe you guys won't see it. But this really isn't that bad of a look. I think with a lot of practice, it'll probably look better, because obviously, like you saw, I did do this for the first time, and I apologize for my nose and my allergies. So I will take up close pictures as usual, and I will post them up on Facebook. So make sure to like my Facebook so you can go check that out. The information will be in the drop down box below for my Facebook and my Instagram, as well as my Etsy shop. So make sure you go check all those out and follow me on Instagram so you can see pictures of new makeup products I get. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And pictures on new DIYs that I'm working on. And if you haven't checked out my DIYs, go check them out. They're awesome. And by the time this video goes up, it will have been May the 4th, so go check out my Star Wars ones that I have going on as well, because those are awesome. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.